family, welcome back to Jersey Boy Reviews and the Villains We Trust. My name is Julian and I am your host. And today we are going to talk about Steelers versus Jags. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And unfortunately, most of the game was just ugly. The offensive line as a whole, pretty much embarrassing. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Maybe the 2019 offensive line was probably worse. I don't want to sound the alarm already because it's only game 2 of the preseason, but this is pretty alarming. This is actually very, very bad, and I just don't know where we go from here. So like I said before, the O-line was pretty much embarrassing, especially the left side. Dan Moore, terrible. There's a meme of Kendrick Green on Twitter right now of him blocking air. Again, it happened his rookie season, and it's happening now again in his sophomore season. The first few times that it happened, I chalked it up to him being a center. This wasn't really his natural position. It's a difficult position to learn. You have to call out the Mike linebacker. You also have to call out the Sam. Plus, Big Ben is not there to bail you out anymore. He's not there. He's not your crutch. That meme just proves to me that he has no business in the NFL. Not even as a third or fourth option. Not even as an emergency guard / center. The guy is just terrible. How do you keep missing blocks entirely? There is literally no one in front of him, and he rushes out like Ed Reed is coming right at him. And he was in and out with Dotson, who was also terrible. Mason Cole, he was fine. James Daniel was the epitome of disaster. Chooks was fine. And this is crazy. All that goodwill that they had built up last week, gone in the very first series of this game. I'm going to finish bashing the O-line with James Daniel. Oh my God. What happened here? This guy was given a $26.5 million contract. This is a 5th-year guy. He doesn't have a reputation of being a lame duck guard whatsoever. He was getting destroyed out there. I think he would have had more of an impact on the game if he just would have stood up when the ball was snapped. Just being there in the way, he would have been just way more productive that way. Embarrassing performance. What a gut wrench of a performance by the entire O-line. What a giant step back. Wow. Blocking in general was virtually non-existent. No pass blocking. We didn't get a chance to see George Pickens shine again. Run blocking, what's that? That is a concept that is unfathomable for this line at this very point in time. All of our QBs were running for their lives. I can't really give you guys an assessment of the offense because the line was just getting blown off the ball. And since we have no pass blocking, we didn't create enough big plays down the field. None of the big plays were able to develop in time because all of these guys were just getting pushed into the quarterback. And hey, don't get me wrong, the Jags have some studs on that defensive line. That front four is vicious. They are awesome. And the only thing that's crazy to me is that they kept rushing for. They were getting to the QB, or just if they weren't getting to the QB, they were creating constant pressure. When you could get to the QB with only 4 guys, to the Steelers 5, sometimes 6, you can pretty much max protect down the field and cover receivers pretty good. I'm worried because competition is only going to get stiffer from here on out. The season is starting pretty soon. So Omar Khan has to be on the phone right now, looking at teams' recycling bins, looking at teams' trash, looking at their cuts, or start proposing trades. We have so many talented receivers and running backs that a team that is in need right now, we can offer them something. We can sweeten the pie if we have to. Throw in Devin Bush if you want. And if need be, and it's going to hurt my heart to say this because I was really excited about him this year, and I was hoping he had a comeback season. But if anything, throw in Chase Claypool. Let's get a serviceable guard in there, a good center, somebody. We need help. We cannot go into the 2022 campaign with an O-line that's potentially worse than the 2019 offensive line. The worst thing about it is that it creates a domino effect everywhere, especially on the side you're not thinking of. It creates a domino effect even on the defense. If the offense is barely on the field, that means that the defense has to pick up their slack. The longer the defense is out there, the faster they'll wear out, which means more playing time on their end, which that can promote bad plays, extended drives, and potentially even more injuries. The O-line's performance affects everything. They are the catalyst. The QBs can't get the ball out in time because as soon as the ball is snapped, they're pretty much on the ground. Which means that the wide receivers are just window dressing. They're there for show. They can't really do anything. So the defense won't respect the pass and crowd the line just like they did last year and the year before that. And then the opposing team will defend against our only way of producing offense, which is running. So what's the defense going to do? They're going to do the same thing they did last year. They're going to pretty much stack the box. So with a stacked box and the offensive line's inability to run block, our running backs are pretty much going to be worthless. It doesn't matter who was out there. I think we had a total of 56 yards or something along those lines. I don't really remember what the box score was. I think it was like 56 yards of total of rushing offense, which half of it was like by the quarterbacks. So that's great. So what's going to happen? The offense is going to keep stalling out and we won't be able to produce anything. Hey, here's an idea. Mike Munchak is looking for a job. Steelers have to give him a call as well. There's no salary cap on coaches, and the old O-line that we had was pretty much at the peak of their powers with him as the line coach. All right, let's switch over to some good. Kenny Pickett looks like he's the real deal. Had that pass to Pat Fryer move on the 2nd and 10. That pass was just beautiful. You know what? Kenny Pickett might also have a leg up on Mitch because it looks like Mitch mentally breaks down a little bit. I know he likes to scramble here and there, but Kenny is just Mr. Cool, Mr. Unflappable. He got that one touchdown off the board to Deontay due to those offsetting penalties. And what does he do the very next play? Boom! Pass to Benny Snell, touchdown. That 4th and 1 play to Gunnar Olszewski was going to be great. I really thought he was going to somehow make that play, but he ended up fumbling. For me, he would have moved up the depth chart if he somehow got that first down. I'm not going to kill the guy for fumbling because he made a heck of a play and it was a heck of an effort. Unfortunately, it didn't result in anything. I also have to apologize to Matt Canada. I don't know what it was, if it was a combination of Big Ben not wanting to do RPOs or whatever happened. I really can't blame Matt Canada. This system really seems to suit all 3 of our QBs pretty well. So I'm happy to be so wrong on Matt Canada's offense. And he definitely deserves his flowers. Devin Bush finally got onto the stat sheet. To tell you the truth, I couldn't even tell you if he was better in this game or not because I was just so hyper focused on this offensive line, just doing nothing. They did nothing. Cam Sutton, I think he should have picked that ball up. If he would have stepped back another inch or two and jumped slightly higher, I think he could have tipped that pass or probably caused an INT. The defense finally got some splash play. Justin Lane finally did something on defense and he got an INT. I don't remember the last time Justin Lane made a play. Just one thing I wanted to mention real quick. I am really worried about these backups that we have on the defense. They cannot create any QB pressure. Second quarterback for the Jags, CJ Beathard, he was going off. He was going off on the secondary. That pass rush was getting nowhere. This dude was there calling his girlfriend, tying his shoes. He was throwing the ball all over the yard. And there was no pass rush to speak of. So I am very, very concerned about these backups. I don't know if McFarland and Snell are going to make this team or not. But one thing I will tell you guys that these two are elite on special teams. I don't know about their respective positions of running back. But on special teams, yeah, these guys are something else. These guys are otherworldly. They are elite. One thing to keep an eye out is for the wide receiver, Tyler Vaughns. I had no idea who the guy was. He's pretty dynamic. He has a lot of yak, a lot of yards after the catch. I didn't see that coming when he was in the game, and the kid is pretty good. One thing is about this game, you guys might feel the same as me. We did not win that game. We survived the Jags. If Santoso made that kick, Pittsburgh would have been upside down right now. So, as a whole, I'm going to give this game an F+. It did have its moments here and there, some splash plays here and there. Overall, it was just terrible. So, I want to know what you guys thought about this game. Let me know in the comments section below. If you guys want me to react to anything else, that's sports, animes, movies, let me know in the comments section below. So until next time, guys, my name is Julian, Jersey Boy Reviews. We ride. Hopefully next week is better. Bye.
I will fulfill our destiny. Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started. I'll show them the power of the darkness.